Hello my friends, and welcome to our next camping adventure. Cheers to you folks. Now we are getting out early this week, but we've got a really good reason why, and I'll go over all that when we get down to camp. So right now my friends, get red going. Y'all buckle up, grab your beverage of choice, and let's get headed in that direction. You folks take care, and I'll see you when we get there. Let's go. All right, my friends, well, we got red situated, and here is our campsite for this evening. It's definitely got a little bit of size to it, and that's kind of nice. We're back here on a tail end, but we've got a lot of nice greenery around us. Holy catfish, that's pretty nice. All right, my friends, well, I'm going to get a couple things organized. We're going to grab a seat. Little salt. Cheers to you, my friends. Well, we are going to enjoy, or try to enjoy, some peace and quiet as much as we can today. Oh my gosh. As I mentioned earlier, we're getting out early this week. Made some changes in the schedule because we're coming into the Memorial Day weekend. And just as a reminder, I'm in Indiana. And on Memorial Day weekend is race weekend. They're running the Indianapolis 500 this weekend. So we've got people coming in from everywhere. I mean, even all around the world. And you can already tell that traffic patterns are picking up, or slowing down, I should say. And just more and more people are just coming in to Indianapolis. And just to give you an idea, if you're not familiar with the Indianapolis 500 race, it's a 500-mile race, and typically you have the risk of it being blacked out for local television and whatnot if the reserve grandstand seats don't sell out. Well, they did this year. And to give you an idea, there are, I think, somewhere between 230 and 260,000 seats. That's and that's how many. Well, that doesn't even count general admission for the infield, as well as workers and pit crews, and there's over 116 suites also that that can hold up to 40 people each. Holy catfish. They're estimating right now about, I think the last time I checked, between 350 and possibly 400,000 people are going to be attending this race. Oh my gosh. That's a whole lot of people in one place. And the worst part, well, as I mentioned earlier, traffic is crazy, but that day is going to be ridiculous. Because imagine, they open up the parking lots, which are reserved also. And there's not enough to contain all these people. At I think somewhere between 5 and 6 a.m. and they start the race. Well, it's scheduled to start Sunday at 12:45. That's when they're going to drop the green flag. Oh my goodness. Now, with that being said, you've got a lot of people just all getting into one spot. The worst part is when it's over. Oh my gosh. You've got, let's just say, for a low number, 300,000 people all trying to leave the exact same place at the exact same time. It's crazy. And I've been caught in that over the years. And it could take you anywhere from 4 to 6 hours just to get from point A to point B. It's bananas. And also, another reason we're getting out early is just about every single campground, at least in proximity to me, the ones I checked about half a dozen, they're booked solid. Because of all these people coming in, they're looking to get hotels and whatnot, they're all full up, so their next best bet is to move into the campgrounds. Holy cats. But that's why we got out early this week. Sorry, that's kind of a long story, my friends. But oh my gosh. In all, I think it's going to be a pretty nice trip. We're kind of getting in our relaxation ahead of time, and that's okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, for dinner tonight, I'm planning on fixing my version, homemade dirty rice and cornbread. That ought to be a pretty nice little dinner. And I'm looking forward to that. But we've still got a few hours before we get to that part. So my friends, I am going to kick back here, listen to the breeze in the trees, enjoy these milder temperatures we have right now, because it was, just a few days ago, the humidity got way up there. So this is pretty nice. So I run on, my friends. Here's to you. Appreciate y'all coming along on our little camping and cooking adventure. And like I said, I hope this should be a nice one. So everybody out there, y'all take care. And, well, we'll catch up when we're ready to get that dinner going. All right, my friends, we're going to do a little bit of prep work before I get the stove all set up, because I got some vegetables that I need to chop up. But for our protein, we're going to be using basically just breakfast sausage, so ground sausage. But you can use ground beef or chicken or whatever you desire. But I'll throw up on the screen everything that's going into this. But right now, I'm going to get busy. I've got a stalk of celery, half an onion, and a pepper to chop up. And then once I get that done, we'll get the stove set up and get to cooking, because I'm getting hungry. didn't take too long. All right, my friends, I'm gonna pop this joker in the cooler, and we'll get that stove set up and see about getting dinner going. I'm getting pretty hungry. Oh, and we do have neighbors, and they've officially moved in. That's fine. Y'all take care, and we'll catch up in a minute. There we go. All right, my friends. Well, I started to put the stove on that side, but the wind keeps gusting from that direction. So I went ahead and just shifted a few things around. But anyway, I've got our sausage in here. And if I didn't mention earlier, I'm using just regular old breakfast sausage. So we're gonna get that fired up. Oop, wrong one. And I'm gonna brown this up when it gets about halfway to 2/3 done, then we'll throw those chopped vegetables in there. Appreciate y'all hanging in there, and well, we'll catch up when we're ready to throw some vegetables in. All right, we're ready to get those vegetables in there. Easy enough. Oh, let's get them all. All right. Now we're just going to throw a cover on here. Keep an eye on them and let them sweat down a little bit till they start getting tender. Then we'll throw our seasonings in there. Shouldn't take long. All right, my friends, now we're going to throw that seasoning mix in there real quick and give that a good stir. And when that's good and combined, we'll put our last 2 ingredients in. Okay, time for the final touches. What I have here is this. I'll call this the campground version. We're using instant rice, and I've got 1 cup. Give that a stir into everything a little bit. That's good enough. And 1 cup of beef broth. There we go. Now I'm going to get this all mixed together, and we're going to bring it up to a simmer, and we're going to let it simmer till, well, the rice is done, which should take some, it averages somewhere between 5 and 10 minutes, and then we'll be ready to eat. All right, my friends, I've been letting this cool for a few minutes, but let's tear into it, see how we did. Probably should have grabbed a spoon. Oh my, that's some good stuff. Oh my. My cornbread's dried out a little bit. Oh, that'll happen. But this came out great. And it's pretty simple to put together, really. Makes a nice little dinner. Got your vegetables in there, some rice, some meat. Just good all the way around. All right, my friends. Well, I'm going to tear into dinner because I'm pretty hungry. And then, well, it almost looks like there's a threat of rain, but it's not supposed to rain. But let's keep our fingers crossed, and after dinner we'll get that campfire going. So everybody, appreciate y'all hanging in there. Y'all take care, and well, we'll catch up after dinner. Came out really good, man. Yep, should have brought a spoon. That came out great. Oh my gosh. I'm going to get some more of that. All right, my friends, already got some of the dinner mess cleaned up, but let's go ahead and get this campfire going. It's clouding up pretty good. It's definitely damp in there. Oh, I just want one. There we go. All right, my friends, well, I'm going to tend to this and get finished getting our dinner mess cleaned up and our leftovers in the cooler. Did some tree trimming last weekend, so waste not, want not. There we go. Oh my goodness. Cheers to you, my friends. Well, in all, this has been a pretty nice day. I mean, it's clouding up pretty good, so it's not supposed to rain, but we'll see. But we got the dinner messes all cleaned up. We got my leftovers packed up in the cooler. Red's pretty much good to go for tonight. So all we have to do now is just kick back and relax by the campfire until, well, until night takes hold. So, and I think we probably got about half an hour daylight left, which is pretty nice. Oh my goodness. But I have to say I feel pretty fortunate that I was able to move my schedule around to get out early this week. Oh my gosh. Just because of, as I mentioned earlier, the utter chaos that's going to be happening in Indianapolis over the weekend. Oh my goodness. Got an extra 300,000+ people. Oh my gosh, the wind shifted. Like I said, an extra 300,000 people all milling around, well, all over in Indianapolis, but primarily on the west side. Oh, oh my goodness. But that's all right. It's an annual thing. I prepare for it mentally, and I know what to expect. So that helps a lot. Well, my friends, I think, well, we're just going to kick back here by the campfire. Well, I'm going to get another log. My parts of my tree don't seem to be catching real good, so I'll throw some more firewood on there in a second. We're just going to kick back and relax for the, pardon me, tongue tied, relax for the rest of the evening and just enjoy some of this quiet out here. So everybody out there, I appreciate y'all coming along on this little camping adventure. I truly do. So here's to you. Y'all take care. I'll see you in the morning. I hope the camera caught that, my friends. I wouldn't pay attention to raccoons. He's right over there. I can't believe that. In my head in the clouds, so to speak. Let's see if we can get a look. See if we can look at him. He snuck off somewhere. I don't see him anymore. Oh my goodness. Just sitting here relaxing, look over, and there's a raccoon. Oh my gosh, I hope the camera picked that up. Well, I'm going to stoke up this fire, my friends. I'll see you in the morning. And if he comes back, I'll let you know. Good morning, campers. Cheers to you, my friends. Well, other than being overcast, it's a pretty nice morning. Still a little bit on the chilly side, but I don't mind that too much. Oh, and that our raccoon buddy did not make another appearance last night. I kind of re-angled my chair a little bit so I could watch this edge of woods back here, and nope. But I'll tell you what, that joker surprised me. I'm just sitting here just staring off into space, you know, watching the trees and the birds flying around, and boom, there's a raccoon. Oh my gosh. Well, I would have to say yesterday and all was a pretty good day. We had a great dinner, and I've got plenty to take home. And I'm going to take my time with my coffee this morning because I'm in no rush. I know what we're going to be driving back into here. Oh my gosh, the flood of people that are coming into Indianapolis right now. Holy catfish. But unfortunately, at one point in time, we'll get red packed up and head back in that direction. Well, that being said, I feel pretty fortunate I was able to get out here when I could. And because, oh my gosh, as I mentioned yesterday, this is probably the biggest camping weekend in Indiana for the year. Labor Day weekend's a close second, but oh my gosh. Well, my friends, I just want to tell you how much I appreciate y'all coming along on my little camping adventure. This is a pretty nice one, just kind of a break we need before the mayhem. So everybody out there, here's to you. Y'all take care, and as always, I'll see you soon.